We added AI to help explain this data that came from Berkeley that's looking at the tons of CO2 equivalent per household on a zip code basis in the United States. So here we have it color-coded where lower emitters are green to blue and higher emitters are orange to red on this map. And so we can take a look through a variety of means to try to decipher this and pull out some meaning. If we actually go to the next step, one thing we can do is actually, one, make it a little bigger, but we can actually use the height axis to also display this same tons of CO2 equivalent per household information. And so here you're seeing that offset from the map be equivalent to that tons of CO2. So the red stands out further. Let's actually jump over to what we can actually do with AI to help us interpret and understand this a little bit. So let me just ask a general question. Why would suburbs have higher emissions than urban city centers?
Increased vehicle usage, it says. Suburban residents often rely heavily on personal vehicles. Larger homes, suburban homes are typically larger. Interesting. So ChatGPT is just giving us an answer from its general knowledge.
So Jason, where do you want to explore next?
Why don't we filter down to a state? Which state would you like to see?
Filter to show me Texas. All right, and so now we have the map of Texas, and we can see these city centers with suburbs surrounding them in red. And one thing I like to do is on this next step, we can actually make it even more clear by adjusting this height axis such that that height axis is population density. And so you can see how the population dense city centers here are green and blue and are surrounded by that yellow, orange, and red suburb zip codes. Filter to show me CO2 equivalents greater than 60. Cool. And so here we're looking at just the higher emitters, so knocking out some of those lower areas.
Wow, we can get so much context just from this integration with a large language model, and then being able to control the visualizations itself just from our voice feels really powerful, and it's this really interesting sense of mastery and control.